Leeds is situated within Yorkshire, in England. Considered to be one of the gems of the north, it has an array of Victorian buildings and modern architecture, providing the perfect contrast that most travellers don't get the chance to see in one place. Attracting millions of tourists and students every year, it's not shocking that many people find themselves wanting to travel to Leeds while they're in the north of England. You'll get the opportunity in this list of the best things to do in Leeds to see just how many fun things there are for you to experience, and just how much of a family-friendly city it is. Many of the attractions focus their attention on also catering to a younger audience, making it perfect for both solo travelers and families alike. So, here is the list of the 15 best things to do in Leeds, England. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for the latest upcoming travel videos. Here we go. Number 1. Visit the Royal Armouries. I'm going to kick off this list of the best things to do in Leeds by starting in the city centre and working my way out from there, so that arguably the entries just keep getting better and better. But, for now, let's start at the bottom of the city near the train station, because first up is a visit to the Royal Armouries Museum in Leeds. Essentially a collection of old suits of armour and weapons. For someone who's not into this sort of thing at all, I can tell you I was pleasantly surprised. The exhibition is quite large and way better than you expect, which means you can easily spend a few hours exploring both the rooms and outside spaces of this great Leeds museum. And if museums are your thing, then don't miss the Leeds City Museum either. Sadly, I didn't get time to visit it on this trip, but it's definitely on my hit list for the next time I return. Number 2. Roundhay Park. Within the cities of England, it's often hard to find beautiful green locations, although they are plentiful outside of the cities. At just 3 miles north of Leeds city centre, you can find a whole 700 acres of rolling parkland, 2 clear lakes, and woodland as far as the eye can see. Alongside the natural beauty of nature, there are several formal gardens and 2 playgrounds to keep your travelling children entertained. So to escape the busy style of the city while you travel, you can easily catch one of the buses that run regularly from Leeds city centre and have yourselves a beautiful family outing. Number 3. Leeds Kirkgate Market. Leeds has always been known as a market town, so it's not surprising that it hosts one of the biggest covered indoor markets across Europe. Think of an item, and you might find it at Leeds Kirkgate Market. This destination offers just about anything and everything, including food, drinks, flowers, knickknacks, and even fashion and jewellery. Did you know that the world-famous Marks & Spencer brand has its roots here? In fact, there is a heritage trail that's dedicated to the brand here. Cooking lessons are occasionally taught at the market as well, so those who love to try out new recipes should check out the schedules of these events. Number 4. Harewood House. Harewood House, the seat of the Earl of Harewood, is a magnificent Georgian country house that took 30 years to build and was completed in 1771. Just 8 miles north of Leeds, this spectacular home has interiors designed by Robert Adam and includes fine wall and ceiling paintings by Angelica Kaufman and furniture by renowned English furniture maker Thomas Chippendale. As well as an outstanding collection of porcelain, it has a large number of valuable works by the likes of Reynolds, Gainsborough, and El Greco. Outside, the grounds include a beautiful landscape designed by Capability Brown, with a 32-acre lake, a bird garden, and the remains of a 12th century castle. Number 5. Hyde Park Picture House. During World War I, not very many new buildings came to life. This is what makes the Hyde Park Picture House such a unique visit for many people. It was built and opened in 1914. While the newspapers focused on the war, a small advert announced its opening, calling it the coziest in Leeds, it still aims to live up to that today. With many of its original features, including an ornate balcony, classic red chairs, and the original gas lighting. It also has rare, fully operational 35mm projectors. Go watch a classic film or something from the award-winning cinema scene around the world. If you want to experience it, but are traveling with people younger than the shown films would be suitable for, they show family films every Saturday at 12 p.m. Number 6. Kirkstall Abbey. Again out from the centre, but pretty close by, taking a drive to Kirkstall Abbey and its grounds is certainly one of the best things to do in Leeds. Not as pretty as the mystical Bolton Abbey, but much closer to town, Kirkstall Abbey makes the perfect weekend excursion. It's free to enter and set in lovely grounds. In the summer you can enjoy the sun in the park around, and in autumn you can relish kicking up some leaves and jumping through some puddles. Photographers will enjoy this place too, as will the history buffs of course. The morning light bouncing off the ruins is very atmospheric. Number 7. Leeds Corn Exchange. Unlike most modern-day shopping centres, this one is situated in one of the finest Victorian buildings standing in the north of England, proving itself to be an architectural masterpiece and one of the cultural icons that makes Leeds the city that it is today. If you prefer independent retail enterprises to large chain shops, this is where you belong. With everything from independent music shops to some beautiful handcrafted jewelry shops, you'll get to satisfy your curiosity getting lost in there. Hunt through Twit Woo Vintage, sit and have a coffee in Vanilla, one of Sit and Eat in Humpit, one of the first hummus and pita bars in Leeds. Number 8. Leeds Art Gallery. Leeds Art Gallery offers you the chance to see work by some of the most important national and international artists, all for free. It is a museum whose collection of 20th century British art is recognised by the British government as a collection of national importance. It also houses art space, relaxed creative space with art materials and activities that explore themes inspired by current exhibitions. Come along and draw, build, reflect and play. Explore the galleries and temporary exhibitions, then take time out in the stunning Victorian tiled hall cafe and visit the shop and cafe on the lower ground floor. Number 9. Thackray Medical Museum. Now be warned, dear travellers, that some exhibits, although suitable for children, may be distressing for exceptionally young children. But in true Yorkshire style, the staff are friendly and will help you with any questions you may have about which exhibits to avoid if you are travelling with younger children. Residents and tourists alike travel to the museum on a regular basis, as it provides entertainment and knowledge. You can learn about the grimy streets of Leeds back in the 1800s, or you can learn about how scientific breakthroughs affect our lives. For younger visitors, they have the Life Zone, providing a fun and interactive learning environment where they can work their way through the body. Looking at their teeth and learning just how high they can jump will provide them with a wave of entertainment. Number 10. Leeds Industrial Museum at Armley Mills. Armley Mills is a museum that explores Leeds's rich industrial past, from textiles to printing, clothing to manufacturing, engineering, and locomotives, which the city was famous for. Did you know that the first ever moving image in the world was filmed in Leeds? Leeds Industrial Museum has a working 1920s cinema where a range of short films is shown. Continuing this theme, there is also a media gallery containing a range of cameras and projectors, as well as printing presses. Come and discover the trades and manufacturing that built this great city at Leeds Industrial Museum. Those with a keen interest in engineering and steam power will love the exhibition of machine tools, large and small engines, and road vehicles galleries. Best of all is a super collection of locomotives, including the working engine jack. Number 11. City Varieties Music Hall. What would you say if you were told you could walk on the same boards as people as brilliant as Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Harry Houdini? Well, you can. The City Varieties Music Hall has existed across 3 centuries, surviving virtually unchanged. Considering that most Victorian structures have long since passed into history, you won't get many opportunities to see a hall as beautiful as this. Most famous for its pantomimes, it provides a little, quirky space that most travelers enjoy. But one of the things most people notice is that you have plenty of legroom in the building. Don't fear tall travelers. Number 12. Victoria Quarter. As a tourist, you'll notice that Leeds seems to have a perfect mixture of the old and the new, with modern-day buildings and traditional architecture. If you go through the city centre to the Victoria Quarter, you'll get to see this mixture for what it truly is. From the outside, the Victoria Quarter looks quite modern. But as soon as you turn your detective eyes to it, you'll see that it's far from that. As a Victorian arcade, once you're inside, you'll want a camera for the beautiful medley of steel and marble that decorates the quarter. A typical Victorian glass ceiling lets light flood in from above. Even if you don't intend on shopping, you should make sure you look around this beautiful building. Number 13. Abbey House Museum. Abbey House Museum is Leeds's primary social history museum. On the ground floor, visit Stephen Harding Gate, the 19th century equivalent of a modern high street for some old-fashioned retail therapy. In the back streets, see the home of the window washerwoman or pop into the Sunday school. On the first floor, see the childhood and community galleries along with a changing program of exhibitions. It is recognized as Leeds's most family-friendly museum. As well as the recreated Victorian streets, inside the museum, there is information on the construction and history of Kirkstall Abbey. It is a great day out for all the family. Come along to one of their many family sessions as advertised on the website, or pop in with friends for a trip down memory lane. Number 14. Temple Newsam House. Temple Newsam House, a magnificent 40-room Tudor Jacobean mansion, is a must-see when in Leeds. Set in a sprawling 900-acre park on the city's outskirts, it's famous as the birthplace of Lord Darnley, the husband of Mary Queen of Scots. Interior highlights include a variety of old master paintings, as well as furniture by Thomas Chippendale and collections of Leeds creamware and silver. Exterior highlights include the beautifully manicured grounds with their marvelous rose bushes and rhododendrons, as well as one of the largest working rare breeds farms in Europe. A cafe serving afternoon tea and other offerings are located on site. Number 15. Leeds Grand Theatre. A visit to Leeds Grand Theatre is a must, even if you're not planning to watch a performance being staged there. Large enough to seat over 1,500 people, the humongous building features fantastic architecture that blends Victorian Gothic and Romanesque styles. Musical, dance, and theatrical performances are regularly staged in this venue, including critically acclaimed West End productions. Northern Ballet Theatre and Opera North consider the Grand Theatre their home. World-renowned English performers such as Julie Andrews, Laurence Olivier, and Sting have performed on its stage. The last word. So, guys, this was the best list of things to do in Leeds. Hope you will like it and appreciate it. People who come to this city are amazed by all of the awesome things there are to do and see. From exploring the city's parks to hitting the galleries, from opera and art to festivals, cuisine, and things to keep the kids busy, this proud northern city has plenty to offer. Shop like you have never shopped before with over 1,000 shops in the city centre, from luxury and designer stores, high street brands, independent and specialty shops, and market stalls. And with a fantastic summer of festivals lined up, there are even more reasons to visit. So, if you love to travel and you want to see the whole world, then Tripar is the channel that gives you a list of the best places to visit in the world. Make sure you subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for latest upcoming travel videos. Bye bye, see you in the next video.